Welcome into Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. It's the Vikings and the 49ers. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 6-7 Vikings, the 7-6 49ers. Both teams need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive, especially in the wild card hunt. It's raining here in Santa Clara. The 49ers will get the ball first. We're underway. There's the opening kickoff. Fielded by Washington way deep in the end zone. Touchback. And the 49ers will start at their own 25-yard line. San Francisco, led by their starting quarterback, Clayton Rigsby, in his third year out of Memphis. When you look at the standings in the NFC West, the Saints are 9-4. The Falcons are 7-7. The 49ers are 7-6. A half game up on Atlanta. And 2 games behind the Saints. The Saints play the Jets on Monday. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Rigsby under center. Rigsby drops back, throws underneath to Armstrong. Makes the catch for a couple of yards, 3 yards. Here's the 49er offense. Up front, Clemens, Milton, Page, Ewing, and Davis. And then it's Baker, Washington, Foreman, Williams, and Stanley. This is the 4th of 4 games today. Our quadruple header. This is our 4th and final game of the day. 2nd and 7 for the Niners. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Armstrong in motion. Rigsby back to throw. And it gets tipped, incomplete. Dangerous pass. Let's take a look at the Vikings defense. Up front, Edwards, Seymour, Vernon, and Hole. They play a 4-3. Linebackers, Rawlings, Martin, and Florence. And the secondary for the Vikings, Bell, Monroe, Jones, and Hewitt. Evil Dead's in the house. He's got the Vikings -3. The over-under at 45. I'll take that, and I'm going to take the over. These teams tend to put up some points. 3rd and 7 for San Francisco. 4 receivers wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back. Throws outside to Foreman. Down the sideline to the 36-yard line. A gain of 8. First down, San Francisco. Chuck Foreman, the 11th year back out of Miami. And Lambos, 100 all-purpose yards? We'll find out. Every time Lambos has gotten 100 yards rushing, the Vikings have won. Every time. In his career. 1st and 10 49ers at their own 36. Rigsby under center. Rigsby, 3-step drop. Throws, gets it out to Armstrong. Gets spun around and tackled at the 42-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Vince Armstrong, the 2nd-year receiver out of Miami. I'm doing well, Evil Dead. Misty made a nice Christmas Eve dinner. She's here. Still very cold here in Middle Tennessee. 2nd and 4 from the 42-yard line. Rigsby throws to Foreman down the sideline, down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. Well, I'm on my 8th game in 2 days, so I might be a little tired. I did 4 games yesterday. This is my 4th game today. trying to make up for all those lost days due to basketball. 3rd and 1 for the 49ers at their own 45-yard line. Four receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby will drop back. Throws down the middle, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings defense holds. And the 49ers opening drive is going to end with a punt. Yep, the Packers won earlier today over the Buccaneers. We'll talk more about that in a second. Dawson with the punt gets the punt away. And that's caught by Simmons, who brings it back to the 23-yard line. Jarvis Simmons. 1st down, Minnesota at their own 23-yard line. Kevin Bickford, the starting quarterback, in his 7th year out of Army. The Packers beat the Buccaneers 27-24. Green Bay is now the NFC Central champ. The Chargers beat the Broncos. The Chargers move into first place in the AFC West. The Giants held on to beat the Seahawks just moments ago. The Giants maintain their lead in the NFC East. 1st and 10, Minnesota at their own 23-yard line. Bickford under center. Bickford back, throws downfield to Kell. Darren Kell, the tight end, down to the 38-yard line. In his 7th year out of Army. A gain of 15 yards and a Viking 1st down. I'll be off tomorrow. No games tomorrow. And I'll finish up week 14 on Monday with 3 games. I'll take Christmas off. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos. His first carry is a 2-yard loss. Kerry Palmer makes the tackle in his 6th year out of Louisiana Lafayette. A loss of 2 to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Vikings. Lambos in his 3rd year out of Coastal Carolina. Minnesota from their own 36-yard line. 2nd and 12. Vikings in the offset eye. Bickford hands off to Lambos again, this time around the outside corner, down the sideline. He's on the loose. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 27-yard run down the sideline for Anthony Lambos. Down to the 49er 37-yard line. 1st down, Minnesota. Evil Dead says he's a stud. Anthony Lambos. The Vikings have to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. They're 6 and 7. On 1st down, Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Lambos again, up the middle. Lambos down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 7. Going to bring up 2nd and 3. In the rain here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. 54 degrees at kickoff. Second and 3 for the Vikings at the 49er 30-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford inside handoff to Hinson, and Kyle Hinson gets 5 yards to the 25-yard line. The 6th year back out of Ole Miss. 1st down, Minnesota. Eight games in 2 days. I've never done that before. Back-to-back 4-game days. 1st and 10 from the 25. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford to Henson again. Henson makes a nice move. He's got the first down all the way down to the 13-yard line. First down, Vikings. A gain of 12 and a first down. Hungary versus Japan. That might be entertaining. Might save that for tomorrow if I have time. Want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas out there, as it's Christmas Eve. We're finishing up our quadruple header. First and 10 from the 13-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford looking, rolls out. He got hit as he threw, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's the Vikings offense. Up front, Long, Blanchard, Valentine, Strong, and Brocious. And then it's North, Henson, Lambos, Underwood, and Monterey. That'll stop the clock. 3:02 left to play in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the 13-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford steps up, throws, gets it to North. Touchdown, Vikings. A 13-yard pass to James North for the touchdown. The 9th-year receiver out of Florida. The 49ers had to punt on their opening drive, but the Vikings get a touchdown on theirs. And Minnesota takes a 6-0 lead. Now, if the 49ers lose and the Saints beat the Jets on Monday, the Saints will win the NFC West. Tom Davison for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Vikings lead it 7-0. 2:57 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got my moderator Evil Dead in the room. My resident Viking fan. Who would you root for, Evil Dead, if the Vikings and the Jets played in the Super Bowl? That's a good question. There's the kickoff by Davidson. Fielded by Perry. He'll down at the end zone for the 49ers. It'll be a touchback out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco down 7-0 with 2:57 left here in the first quarter. Both teams vying for a wild card spot. First and 10 from the 25. I got you. Rigsby under center. Rigsby hands off to Foreman up the middle, and Foreman gets 3 yards before Ty Martin, the linebacker, makes the stop. The second-year linebacker out of Tennessee, Ty Martin. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line. '49ers come out with 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Looks downfield, throws. Out to Williams. Jamie Williams, the tight end. 12 yards out to the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The 12th-year tight end out of Maryland. First down, 49ers. San Francisco on the move. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0. Rigsby under center. Rigsby fakes the handoff, play action, throws downfield. It's caught by Stanley to the Viking 39-yard line. A 21-yard catch to Alonzo Stanley in his 9th year out of Texas Tech. First down, 49ers into Viking territory. '49ers on the move. A minute 40 and counting here in the first quarter. San Francisco trying to tie it up. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the gun. Rigsby throws to the near side. Is caught by Stanley again. Down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 12. Another San Francisco first down. First down, Niners. Another big catch by Alonzo Stanley. A minute 10 and counting here in the first quarter. I'm sorry. They're all running together. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby under center. Rigsby hands off to Foreman up the gut. And Foreman 5 yards to the 22. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. Rashard Jones on the tackle. The 8th year free safety out of Georgia. It'll be 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Rigsby in the shotgun. Inside handoff to Foreman around the outside. And he gets down to about the 18-yard line. The tackle made by number 22. That's Kason Sheed. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. They have their own category. 3rd and 1 from the 18-yard line. Rigsby to Thomas, and he's got the first down. And that's the end of the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0 here at Javits Sports. And welcome back to Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week number 14 here at Javits Sports. The Vikings and the 49ers. Vikings lead at 7-0 as we start the second quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for San Francisco at the Minnesota 15-yard line as the 49ers are trying to tie things up. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby hands off to Foreman up the middle. A big gain by Foreman. Plowing his way down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. 1st and goal, San Francisco at the 1. In his 11th year out of the University of Miami, he's still going strong, Chuck Foreman. First and goal from the 1-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Rigsby under center. Rigsby looks to the end zone, and he gets sacked back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 3 yards. On the tackle, Wayne Hull, the 14th year defensive end out of Idaho. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 4-yard line. We have 3 games left in week 14. We have Miami at Los Angeles, the Rams. We have New Orleans at the Jets and Detroit at Dallas. Those are the 3 games on Monday. That will wrap up week 14. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Rigsby, inside handoff to Foreman. And Foreman's going to lose a yard back to the 5-yard line. On the tackle, Richard Seymour. For Minnesota, be 3rd and goal at the 5. Four receivers wide for San Francisco. Rigsby in the gun. 3rd and goal. Armstrong in motion. Rigsby back. Throws outside to Thomas. Touchdown. San Francisco. Bill Thomas, the 3rd-year running back out of Army. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers can tie it up with the extra point. Just a swing pass out to the side. Yes, they are. They are international teams, yes. So Dylan Lamont will come on for the extra point to tie the game up. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 6:31 left to play here in the first half. Live from Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, week 14, here at Jammin' Sports. The 6-7 Vikings, the 7-6 49ers. Both teams vying for a playoff spot. Lamont will kick off for San Francisco. We're tied at 7. There's the kick. Fielded by Simmons in the end zone. Touchback. The Vikings will have it 1st and 10 from the 25. As the Vikings offense comes back out, led by Kevin Bickford. .6:31 left in the first half. A tight ball game. The key for the Vikings is to get Lambos over 100 yards. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford under center. Back to throw. Throws across middle to North. And James North out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. James North, the 9th-year receiver out of Florida. 2nd down for Minnesota. They need to hand it off to Lambos. Get him 100 yards, and then your victory is guaranteed. Bickford under center on 2nd down. Play action. Looks downfield, throws to North, hauls it in at the 46-yard line. A 19-yard gain. 1st down Vikings into 49er territory. He was well covered and he still caught it. Took a pretty good hit from James Wembley after he shot it, after he caught it. The 7th-year linebacker out of Minnesota. 1st and 10 Vikings at the 49er 46. Bickford under center. He'll hand off to Lambos. Lambos plows forward. He busts loose. Lambos down to the 27-yard line. A 19-yard run. He's at 50 yards now. He's halfway there. 1st down Vikings down to the 49er 27-yard line. I thought he was going to bust it loose all the way. First down, Minnesota. Vikings trying to get back to 500. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Throws downfield. Is caught by Lambos. And Lambos out to the 15-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 12 yards. So he's at 62 all-purpose yards. 50 rushing and 12 receiving. First down, Minnesota. He just needs 38 more yards. All-purpose yards. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. In the I formation, Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos again outside, and Lambos gets a yard to the 14-yard line. The tackle made by Chris Hubbard, the second-year linebacker out of Purdue. It'll be 2nd and 9. 4:10 and counting here in the second quarter. I had to think about that one. In the I formation, Bickford, play action, rolls out. He's going to take off inside the 10. Bickford, he's got the first down at the 4-yard line. A quarterback keeper, 11 yards, and a first down for the Vikings. The 7th-year quarterback out of Army, Kevin Bickford, gets the Viking first down. He was tackled down by number 92, Franklin Boyd, in his 14th year out of Ohio State. First and goal, Minnesota at the 4-yard line. We're tied at 7. 3:35 and counting here in the first half. Vikings line up in the I formation. Bickford, play action, looks to the end zone, rolls out. He's in trouble. He's got to throw it away. Smart play. Just throw it away. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. He had a 49er in his face, and he had to get rid of it. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Looking. Rolls out. And he may take off again. He does. And he's in for the touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run by Kevin Bickford. He takes it himself. And the Vikings take a 13-7 lead. Who needs Lambos? You got Bickford. I'm kidding. So the Vikings take a 13-7 lead here in the second quarter. And now Tom Davidson will come on for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up. And it's good. Vikings lead at 14-7. 3:15 left to play. We're in the first half, live from Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 14 here at Javin Sports. The 6-7 Vikings, the 7-6 49ers. Neither team will be eliminated if they lose, but they could be eliminated later, depending on what the Saints do, depending on what the Lions do. There's a lot of pieces, parts in play when it comes to the playoffs. So the Vikings up by 7. There's the kickoff by Davidson. Fielded by Perry at the 12-yard line. And Sean Perry brings it out to the 29. The second-year receiver out of TCU. 3:11 left to play here in the first half. Vikings up 14-7. Our fourth and final game of the day here at Javin Sports. The Packers beat the Bucs earlier. The Chargers beat the Broncos. And the Giants held on to beat the Seahawks. All three of those games in our video section if you want to check it out. Four receivers wide for San Francisco. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Throws down the middle. It's caught by Stanley. Alonzo Stanley all the way out to the 46-yard line. A 15-yard gain, first down, San Francisco. Alonzo Stanley, the 9th-year receiver out of Texas Tech, stood up and tackled by number 29, Nathan Hewitt, in his 10th year out of USC. First down, 49ers trying to tie it up before halftime. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Rigsby rolls out, looking, throws outside to Williams, and Jamie Williams crosses midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Jamie Williams, the tight end, making the tackle. Dion Dial, the linebacker, in his 3rd year out of San Jose State. We'll probably have the 2-minute warning after this play, in all likelihood. Rigsby in the shotgun. 2nd and 4. Takes the snap. Inside handoff to Foreman. He's got the first down all the way down to the 34-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 14-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Vikings lead the 49ers 14-7 at the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 1st and 10, San Francisco. They have it at the Viking 34-yard line, trying to tie the game up. Clayton Rigsby, the quarterback, under center on 1st and 10. Rigsby, 3-step drop. Throws downfield to Baker. Landon Baker down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a 49er first down. Landon Baker in his 4th year out of Tennessee. His first catch of the day. Ty Martin, the linebacker, on the tackle for Minnesota. 1:42 and counting. Both teams with 3 timeouts. 4, make it 5. 5 receivers wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. Throws underneath to Stanley. Coming across. Down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Stanley's made several catches here in the first half today. Coming up on a minute left here in the first half. 2nd and 4 at the 15. 4 receivers wide for the 49ers. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back, steps up, rolls out, throws downfield. It's caught by Williams. A one-handed grab in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab by Jamie Williams, the tight end, in his 12th year out of Maryland. He just stuck his big paw out there and brought it in. A nice tightrope act on this back line also. And now the 49ers can tie it up with the extra point. Dylan Lamont will come on for the PAT. The kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 14. 52 seconds left here in the first half. A must-win for both teams to keep their playoff chances alive. And we're tied at 14. Looking ahead to next week in week 15. As we look at the schedule here, San Francisco will play at Detroit. Minnesota will host Chicago next week. Lamont will kick off for the 49ers. And Barker will field it in the back of the end zone. Aaron Barker, the former Jet, in his 5th year out of Pittsburgh. It'll be a touchback. The Vikings will have it at the 25-yard line. 52 seconds left in the half. Minnesota still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can get at least a field goal before halftime. On 1st and 10, Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford drops back, rolls out. Bickford's going to take off again. Who does he think he is? Lambos? 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. Someone needs to remind Bickford that he's a quarterback. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line. The Vikings are going to be content to go into halftime tied. Lambos, not much. And we've hit halftime. Actually, we haven't. They've taken a timeout. They faked me out. So the Vikings take a timeout with 2 seconds left. If you're going to run a running play, why do you take a timeout there? If you're not going to throw it downfield. So I jumped the gun. We'll reset everything. 2 seconds left. 3rd and 8 from the 27-yard line because they're dumb. This should be the last play of the half. Unless the 49ers do something. You call a timeout just to take a knee. Okay. We've hit halftime. No, we haven't. The 49ers take a timeout with 1 second left. That's twice they got me. I'm going to have to talk to the coaches on that one. You take a timeout just to take a knee. There's only 1 second left. The 49ers are going to set up a return. Yes, I start the music. That's twice they got me. So the Vikings are going to punt. The 49ers want to force a punt to see if they can return it. Young back to punt, gets the punt away. That's a bad punt. He shanked it. And now we're at halftime. Your halftime score, Minnesota 14, San Francisco 14, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Vikings and the 49ers were tied at 14 as we start the second half. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Evil Dead with me, my moderator. Bring you today's game, the fourth of 4. I haven't seen Chase since August when he was running around his campus. That's the last time I heard from him. Lamont will kick off. The Vikings will get the ball first here in the second half. Fielded by Barker at the 13-yard line, over the 30, 35. And Aaron Barker brings it out to the 38-yard line. The fifth-year receiver out of Pittsburgh. A nice return. So the Vikings, pretty good field position. They'll start at their own 38-yard line. Misty, say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay. Misty's here. Yep, nothing from Papa. Nothing since the Super Bowl. 1st and 10 from the 38. Bickford, inside handoff to Lambos, a big gain. Lambos plowing forward out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 9. He's at 60 yards rushing, 72 all-purpose. Yeah, he was great. It'll be 2nd and 1. Yeah, I miss Big Papa. Our friend from Detroit, I miss him big time. Second and 1 for the Vikings at their own 46. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off. Nope, play action, throws downfield. He's got a man wide open. Brian Black, touchdown, Vikings. 54 yards. Brian Black was wide open. The 6th-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. Just a fly pattern down the sideline. 54 yards and a Viking touchdown. Brian Black is his name. In his 6th year out of Oklahoma State. Well, it didn't take the Vikings long, and they scored a touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, right. Tom Davidson for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Vikings lead at 21-14. 7:22 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Everything's racist these days. Avatar's racist. They said the new Avatar movie's racist. That's the problem with the left. You can't satisfy them. They don't want to be satisfied. Oh, yeah. And James Cameron is the most woke director there is. The whole thing is an allegory about colonialism and indigenous species or people. I don't know. Davidson will kick off. Back of the end zone, fielded by Washington. Touchback. And the 49ers will have it at the 25-yard line. I guess because they didn't get actual blue people to play the alien species. I saw the first one. I was not impressed. The problem with the left is you can't satisfy them. They just want to complain. They're not happy people. They're really not. 1st and 10, 49ers at the 25-yard line. They're down by 7. Clayton Rigsby in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Foreman. And Foreman gets 2 yards out to the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Wayne Hull on the tackle for Minnesota. I mean, they're complaining that straight actors are playing gay people in movies. That's why they call it acting. 2nd and 8. Rigsby under center in the I formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls out. He's going to be sacked. No, he avoids the sack. Throws it away. Incomplete. He shrugged off the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 6:46 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. That's where we are. Rigsby in the shotgun on 3rd down. Inside handoff fake. Throws downfield. Armstrong out at the 45-yard line. A gain of 18 yards. First down, San Francisco. Vince Armstrong, the 2nd-year receiver out of Miami. Yep, vice versa. 6:25 and counting. In the third quarter, Vikings up 21-14. Rigsby in the offset eye and first down. He'll hand off to Foreman around the outside, and Foreman will get out to the 47-yard line, a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ty Martin on the tackle, number 55. Second down, 8 yards to go for the 49ers. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby under center. Rigsby hands off to Foreman up the gut, and Foreman's got the first down into Viking territory, down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 18 yards, first down, 49ers. Okay, that'll work. I'm sure some woke individual won't like that, though. That's not bad casting, yes. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Rigsby under center. Rigsby drops back, throws underneath, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 5:15 left. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35. In the I formation. Rigsby fakes the handoff. Throws downfield to Williams. All the way down to the 10-yard line. A 25-yard touchdown catch. Or not a touchdown, just a 25-yard catch by Jamie Williams. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for San Francisco. Down by 7. 49ers on the move, trying to tie it back up. Vikings up 21-14. First down, San Francisco. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. 49ers come out in the I formation. Rigsby under center. Rigsby, play action, rolls out. Looks to the end zone, throws back to the end zone, Armstrong, but he was out of bounds and came back in. Illegal touching on the 49ers. That'll be a loss of down. It'll be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. You can't go out of bounds, come back in, and be the first person to touch it. On 2nd down, 49ers come out. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby looks to the end zone again, throws underneath to Carnes, down to the 3-yard line. Gerald Carnes, the second-year receiver out of UCLA. A gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. On the tackle, Rashard Jones, number 31. A big 3rd down for the 49ers. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. In the offset eye. Rigsby hands off to Foreman. And Foreman's going to lose 2 yards back to the 5-yard line. The Vikings defense was right there, led by number 98. That's Kendall Grove, the rookie out of North Carolina. And San Francisco will have to settle for 3. .340 and counting here in the third quarter. Dylan Lamont, this will be from 22 yards. The kick is up, and it's good. The Vikings lead is now 21-17. 3:27 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. So the 49ers have to settle for a field goal. That is a big stop. The Vikings are still up by 4 with 3:27 left in the third quarter. Both teams fighting for their playoff lives. Both fighting for a wild card spot. I don't think either team, well, the Vikings are not going to catch the Packers. The Packers have already won the NFC Central. The 49ers not going to catch the Saints. Fielded by Simmons at the 10-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Jarvis Simmons out to the 29-yard line. Jarvis Simmons in his third year out of Tennessee. Kevin Bickford comes back out. Vikings up by 4. They'll start from their own 29-yard line. Vikings come out. Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos. Another big gain by Lambos. He's off and running across midfield. Lambos all the way down to the 43-yard line. That puts him at 88 yards. That was a 28-yard run by Anthony Lambos down to the San Francisco 43-yard line. He is the real deal. Minnesota in San Francisco territory. Under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bickford under center. Bickford to Lambos again. Up the gut. Another big gain. Down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 9. He's at 97 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. Lambos just needs 3 yards for 100. And every time in his career that he's gone over 100 yards rushing, the Vikings have won. Every time. His son's coming into the league next year. Bickford in the shotgun. To Lambos again. And Lambos, he's at 100 yards. 3 yards right there. First down, Vikings. Lambos right at 100 yards. That pretty much guarantees a Viking win. Evil Dead knows things. Well, there's your 100 all-purpose yards right there. He's got 112 all-purpose yards. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. 2 minutes and counting in the third quarter. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Bickford throws downfield. It's caught by North at the 16-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a Minnesota first down. James North. Another big catch. Brett Maxey on the tackle, number 39. The 10th year safety out of Iowa. The Vikings can make it a 2-score game if they get a touchdown. They're at the 49ers 16-yard line, 1:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford under center. Bickford to Lambos again. Lambos gets 2 yards to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 99, Michael Walter, the linebacker, in his 11th year out of Ole Miss. 2nd and 8 from the 14-yard line. 4 receivers wide again for the Vikings. Bickford under center. Bickford to Lambos again. Around the outside. Lambos down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Hunter Brookings on the tackle in his 4th year out of Oklahoma State. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Vikings at the 49er 11-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 receivers wide. Bickford back, throws underneath to Henson, and Henson's going to be down to the 7-yard line. Just shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Kyle Henson, the running back. So Minnesota will have to kick a field goal. This will be a 24-yard attempt to put the Vikings back up by 7. Tom Davison to kick. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings up 24-17 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 14. The Vikings and the 49ers. The Vikings lead at 24-17. Minnesota will kick off to start the 4th quarter, having just kicked a field goal to take a 7-point lead. Tom Davison will kick off. Still a 1-possession game. There's the kick. Fielded by Perry at the 12-yard line over the 30, 35, and Sean Perry out to the 36-yard line. So the 49ers, pretty good field position at their own 36, down by 7 as we start the 4th quarter. Can the 49ers come back, or will the Vikings win? The Vikings have never lost when Lambos goes over 100 yards rushing. He's at 105 right now. 4 receivers spread wide. Rigsby in the gun. Rigsby back to throw. Throws downfield. It's caught by Baker. Out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11. Landon Baker, the 4th-year receiver out of Tennessee. First down, 49ers. On the tackle, number 22, Kason Sheed. 49ers on the move at their own 47-yard line. They need a touchdown. They're down by 7. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the gun. Rigsby looks downfield. Throws underneath to Foreman. And Foreman out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tackle made by Dion Dial, number 59. And number 21. Also on the tackle, Jeremy Bell, excuse me. 2nd down and 5 yards to go from the 48-yard line. Rigsby under center. Rigsby drops back. Throws downfield. It's caught at the 39-yard line by Jamie Williams, the tight end. And that's a gain of 13 yards and a 49er first down. San Francisco can tie it up with a touchdown. .6:35 and counting here in the 4th quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the gun. Rigsby drops back, steps up, rolls out. Being chased, throws back across, incomplete. He was looking for Chuck Foreman. He threw it out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10, and that'll stop the clock with 6:22 left. A dark, rainy afternoon in Santa Clara. Second and 10 from the 39-yard line. 49ers in the I formation. Rigsby under center. Rigsby fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws to Stanley down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a 49er first down. Alonzo Stanley. Jim Florence and Ty Martin, the two linebackers, made the tackle. First and 10, 49ers at the 25-yard line, trying to tie this one up. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby fakes the inside handoff, throws to Tarver down to the 12-yard line, a gain of 13 yards and a 49er first down. Angelo Tarver, the rookie out of Kent State, makes the catch. First down, San Francisco. Sheed makes the tackle for Minnesota. 5:35 and counting. First and 10, 49ers at the Viking 12. Rigsby under center. Rigsby back to throw. Throws outside to Tarver. Down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. It'll be second and 2. Rawlings on the tackle. Kendall Rawlings, the rookie out of Georgia Tech for Minnesota. It'll be second and 2 from the 4-yard line. San Francisco trying to punch this one in. 5 minutes and counting. Rigsby under center. Carnes in motion. Rigsby pitches to Washington around the outside, and he's going to be hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by Florence. He's going to rumble down the sideline. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Jim Florence all the way on the fumble recovery. I'll give you the yardage in a second. He causes the fumble on Vic Washington, picks it up at the 13-yard line, and rumbles 87 yards for the touchdown. An 87-yard fumble recovery for touchdown by Jim Florence, the third-year linebacker out of Wake Forest. And that changes the game dramatically. That's a 14-point swing. The Vikings defense comes up huge. 87 yards on the fumble recovery. And that lets the air out of the fans here at Levi's Stadium. Davidson for the extra point. And it's good. The Vikings lead by 14, 31-17, with 4:38 left. That was a terrible fumble. So the 49ers down by 2 scores now with 4:38 left. Just when you thought they were going to tie it up, Jim Florence, the linebacker, forces the fumble on Vic Washington, picks it up, and rumbles 87 yards for the touchdown. Now Davidson will kick off for Minnesota. It'll be fielded by Washington at the 12-yard line over the 30. And he brings it back to the 33-yard line. First down, 49ers. 4:34 left. They got to score twice. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. First and 10, 49ers. They'll start at their own 33. Or Lambos. There you go. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby Looking, throws outside, and that's incomplete. His receiver was out of bounds. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 4.5 minutes left. The Vikings, believe it or not, control their destiny. If they win today, if they beat the Bears next week in Minnesota, and can beat the Packers on the final week of the season, they'll make the playoffs as a wild card. Rigsby back to throw. Rigsby looking. He's got all day. He throws incomplete. Minnesota's last 2 games are at home. They play the Bears next week and then Green Bay. The Green Bay game will be the final Monday night game of the year. And that could be for a playoff spot. 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, looking for Alonzo Stanley. The Vikings would finish 9-7, but they would have tiebreakers and everything, and they would get in. King John's in the house. Good to see you, King John. Evil Dead, say hello to King John. King John, say hi to Evil Dead. 4th and 10. Rigsby fakes the handoff inside, throws downfield. Caught by Baker. No, incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Vikings will take over with 4:11 left. Landon Baker couldn't come down with it. It was broken up. Let's get the number. It was Dion Dial, the linebacker, that broke up that pass. You have a good holiday as well, King John. Thank you once again for the subscription yesterday. I really appreciate that. King John's up in Indiana. He's my neighbor. That's not far away from here. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. King John's a Hoosier. Vikings take over at the 49er 33. Bickford in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Underwood. Lawson Underwood, a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tim Roberts, the linebacker, on the tackle. Under 4 minutes to play. The Vikings up by 14. The Vikings will go to 7-7. The 49ers will fall to 7-7. And the Vikings will have the tiebreaker over the Niners if they both finish 9-7. Second and 8 from the 31-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Bickford in the gun. Lambos up the middle. And Lambos to the 25-yard line. That's all right, Evil Dead. Sometimes we slip on the keyboard. It's no biggie. It'll bring up a gain. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 1. In the I formation, Bickford under center. Bickford, play action, looking, throws to Kell, the tight end, down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 and a Viking 1st down. We talked about the Vikings' last 2 games. Let's look at the 49ers' last 2 games. Next week, San Francisco will be at Detroit. And then they'll finish up at home against the Bears. So both the Vikings and the 49ers play the Bears in the last 2 weeks. And the Bears are also fighting for a wild card. It's going to be an interesting last 2 weeks of the season. 1st and 10 from the 19. Bickford, play action. Rolls out. He's going to take off again. And Bickford down to the 10-yard line. Bickford's got 24 yards on his own today. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. There's 3 games left this week, and then there's 2 weeks left in the regular season, so 31 regular season games left. We only have 2 divisions that have been decided so far. The Browns have won the AFC Central, and the Packers earlier today wrapped up the NFC Central. There's the 2-minute warning. Vikings up 31-14. Welcome back to Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. The last 2 minutes of this one. We were talking about the playoffs. Only 2 division winners so far. But the Packers, well, the Giants are in as a wild card right now, even though they haven't won their division yet. And the Cowboys also get in as a wild card if they beat Detroit. 2nd and 1. Play action by Bickford underneath the north. A flag is down. We'll sort this one out. But now that the 49ers are losing, if the Saints beat the Jets on Monday, then the Saints win the NFC West. The AFC West is a logjam right now. We'll go over that in a second. 2nd and 11 for the Vikings. Bickford in the eye at the 20-yard line. Hands off to Lambos. Lambos goes down. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 11. The 49ers take a timeout. The AFC West right now, the Chargers are at 10 and 4. The Raiders are at 9 and 5, and the Chiefs are at 9 and 5. With 2 games to go. That is a logjam. It'll be 3rd and 11. Vikings up by 14. They can make it a 3-score game with a field goal. 1:52 left. The Vikings in the offset eye. Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos up the middle, and Lambos makes his way down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 4th and 4. The 49ers take their second timeout. The AFC East, the Jets are at 9 and 4. The Patriots are at 8 and 6, and Miami's at 7 and 6. Miami plays the Rams on Monday. So that one, a very tight division as well. 4th and 4. Tom Davison from 30 yards will kick a field goal. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Vikings take a 17-point lead, 34-17 with 1:43 left. A 3-score lead. The Vikings will even their record at 7 and 7, and the 49ers will drop to 7 and 7. And the Vikings remain undefeated when Lambos rushes for 100 yards or more. I'm telling you, every time he does, it's a lock. You can count on it. We'll be off tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday. I don't know the time yet. Just check your local listings. There's the kick. Fielded by Perry at the 11-yard line over the 30, 35. Perry out to the 39-yard line. Sean Perry. 1:39 left. Yes, that is correct. Actually, no. He's had 6. There was one game where he only had 43 yards and they still won. I'm just saying that anytime he does get 100, they win. Sometimes they win when he doesn't. Okay? But every time he does, it's a lock. No, they beat Tampa Bay, and he only had 43 yards rushing. 1st and 10 from the 39. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Throws deep downfield, going for the home run. Incomplete. He sucks. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We'll have a triple header for you Monday to wrap up the week. It'll be the Dolphins and the Rams, and that'll be followed by the Saints and the Jets, and followed by the Lions and the Cowboys, and that'll wrap up Week 14 on Monday. 2nd and 10. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Rolls out. He gets, not a sack. He throws downfield. Incomplete. The pass was underthrown. Nearly picked off. Montel Monroe had a hand on it, number 27 for the Vikings. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. This will open up the door for the Saints. If they can beat the Jets on Monday, they'll win the division. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby on 3rd and 10, looks downfield. Good protection, throws underneath to Armstrong. Out to the Viking 43-yard line. That's a gain of 14 yards. Actually, it's more than that. A gain of 18 yards. 1st down. 49ers in the hurry up. Coming up on a minute left. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Rigsby looking. Throws deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Landon Baker. Incomplete. 57 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10. Both the 49ers and the Falcons are fading late in the season here in the NFC West. I don't think either one of those teams will make the playoffs. 2nd and 10. Rigsby in the gun. Rigsby back. Throws inside to Tarver. Down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. We have an injury timeout. That'll stop the clock. Right now in the NFC, Green Bay's the number 1 seed. The Giants are the 2 seed. The Saints are the 3 seed. Dallas is the 4 seed at the moment. The Bears are the 5 seed, and at the moment, the Vikings have leapfrogged the Panthers into the number 6 seed. For the moment, with 2 weeks to go. 3rd and 4, Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Throws downfield. It's caught by Davidson inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Cornell Davidson, the second-year receiver out of Kentucky. Rigsby under center. He'll spike it with 36 seconds left. 49ers still playing hard. Second and 10 at the 15-yard line. Three receivers to the near side. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Throws outside to Williams. And Jamie Williams down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. No, I'm done for today. My voice is about wore out. 3rd and 2. Rigsby steps up, throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Alonzo Stanley was out of bounds. Well, I appreciate that, Evil Dead. High praise. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Misty's been here all day, too. 4th and 2 from the 7-yard line. Last chance for the 49ers to score. Rigsby under center. Drops back. Looks to the end zone. Throws. Gets it to Armstrong, incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Vikings will take over with 10 seconds left. One more snap and we're done. And the Vikings will go to 7-7. The 49ers fall to 7-7. A pretty convincing win for the Vikings. I think Minnesota's getting hot at the right time. One more snap and we're done. The Vikings will come out in the offset eye. Bickford to Lambos. And Lambos out to the 8-yard line. And that's it. Your final score: Minnesota 34, San Francisco 17. Thanks for watching Jammin' Sports this afternoon. Everybody have a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you Monday. Good night, everybody.